Hello people of the free world, and we are back.
I am back!
From the Ukraine, from the Lviv.
Slava Ukraini.
And we're gonna speak about the war memes which are created by the bravest nation in the worst time of their life.
Russian warship? EDRPOU.
And before we'll speak about the memes created during these war times, I'm asking you consider subscribing to our channel and subscribing to our Patreon. That will help us to create more content just for you. And the first meme we'd like to discuss is Ukrainian woman which destroyed drone using the jar of tomatoes.
What?
Almost in the first day of the big Russia-Ukrainian war, there was a news about the woman which destroyed the enemy drone from her balcony using the jar of pickles. Obviously that exploded on Twitter, and a lot of international journalists started using this meme, starting discussing this meme, and in the end they decided that this is moral boost wartime story, which was used to show how cool is Ukrainian nation, how strong is Ukrainian character, so basically everybody thought that this is a fake. However, Ukrainian journalists found this woman, and they took interview from her, and she told, yeah, that was a fake, cause in the beginning people were saying that she destroyed the drone with jar of pickles, but in reality that was jar of tomatoes. She's telling that she was staying in the balcony and she was smoking, then she heard some weird noise. So she looked down from her balcony and she saw a drone, and the drone was flying around the building recording something. So she thought that this is a military drone of Russian Federation. She took the jar of tomatoes with plums and threw it into the drone. The lady accuracy was amazing, so she hit the drone with this jar of tomatoes and the drone fell down to the streets. She went down to the street and she just destroyed the other part of the drone and then throw it away to the trash. In the end, lady told that she is not very familiar with technology, she don't know what the drone was doing, but from her description we can understand that was small commercial drone. By the way, military forces are using such type of drones for different exploration operations. The journalists think that actually this drone was used by marauders, and marauders are using such drones to find left homes so they can go there and steal some things which are stored in this house. For this moment we don't know who was operating the drone. But the day before, Kyiv officials notified civilians that there are saboteurs group which are disguised as civilians, so they can use different things. So maybe this drone was actually operated by some of saboteur group or marauders. Anyway, now you know what is Ukrainian rotten tomatoes. The second meme which we talk about today is Chmonya. Chmonya is a historical person. That guy is everywhere. He is a main character in TikTok, he is used in Instagram masks, he is used in millions of memes about Russian army forces. Chmonya is the person who destroyed all the propaganda machine about strong and very equipped Russian forces. But let's speak about the history of this meme. Original name of Chmonya is Andrei Ryazantsev. This guy is a teacher.
Really?
He born in Ukraine and he is from DNR. This is a type of forces which are used for Ukrainian forces to shoot down ammunition, so the Russian forces can go and fight with Ukrainian forces which already spent some of ammo. Basically, he was a captive from the operation on the 1st of March and his photo was taken as the original procedure for identifying forces and sharing it in the internet and, like, you know, searching for their relatives and blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Though you can see how he looks. Actually, a lot of people who lost their homes looks better than Chmonya. And this is how Russian Federation equips their army. Can you imagine that Russian Federation spent millions of dollars for propaganda of the greatness of Russian army, so everybody should be scared, but then we have Chmonya. And Chmonya is a symbol of Russian Federation army. The army where everything was stolen. The army where leaders don't care about their soldiers. They don't care if they have enough food, if they have enough equipment, if they have even gasoline. So, yeah, we are fighting with thousands and thousands of Chmonyas. Thank you, Chmonya, for showing us real face of Russian army. The third myth we'd like to discuss is Ukrainian nature against Russian occupation. Basically, this news was provided by the temporary boss of Ministry of Environmental Protection and Natural Resources of Ukraine on March 19th. He told that the Russian fighting jet was downed by the group of Ukrainian gooses. So poor birds were flying and were doing some their goose things, and then they met Russian Federation air jet. They got into engine, which resulted to the downing of this Russian jet. What makes it more funnier is that well-known Russian propaganda about biological weapon which is developed in Ukraine and should be spread across the world by fighting birds. Here we have Ukrainian gooses down Russian airjet which cost like 25-30 millions, and this fact is just opened the box of Pandora of memes about Ukrainian gooses, our own biological weapon. Meme about biological weapon can't be funnier without one fact. Couple of days ago there was a news that there was some hive of the bees, there was like just simple Ukrainian bees, and Russian soldiers destroyed their hive. So our small Ukrainian fighter bees attacked Russian soldiers, and 2 of them were killed and almost 25 of them were injured. So you see, even Ukrainian nature is against Russian occupation.
Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to.
The other myth you'll probably observe from millions of pictures where somebody from Avengers is asking, "Hey, are you from?" And then the elder guy is saying, "I'm from Ukrposhta." So for you to understand, Ukrposhta is something like USPC or just simple Ukrainian postal service. This guy name is Chyzhykov. Chyzhykov served in military till 1993, then he get to the civil life, he got 2 university degrees, and he spent 20 years of working in the banking sphere. Last his work was a corporate salesman for Ukrainian postal services, and he was doing just great. On the first day of Russian invasion, he left his work and went to the military enlistment office. But on March 4th, during the fight, he downed another Russian jet fighter. Once again, can you imagine? You are spending all your life being office worker, and then on almost the second week of the war, you're downing the airjet which cost $25-30 million. Once again, can you imagine this? Your country spending millions of dollars to prepare you as a pilot. Then your country is spending $25-30 million to buy a flight jet for you so you can bomb peaceful Ukrainian cities. And you are down by postal worker. What a legend! And the last but not least, Ukrainian saper. So probably you've seen on TV or somewhere else in the shows or in the internet, the common Ukrainian man with cigarette in his teeth is taking Russian mine and throwing away it from the road. This guy is not afraid of anything. He is not even taking away the cigarette out of his mouth. He is taking the mine with his bare hands and throwing away it somewhere to the forest. What balls. In reality, this is anti-tank mine, and for explosion you need to put a lot of pressure on this mine. But can you imagine yourself in this situation? Just think about, you are walking across the road and you see mine. You're not taking your cigarette out of your mouth because, like, well, how you can use your 2 hands when the cigarette is in your hand? You're taking this mine and you just throwing away.
Shit.
I would run away and cry, but not a regular Ukrainian man. He just took this mine and threw it away. So internet discussed that guy, everybody were excited, how cool he is, how strong he is, but then internet exploded with another video. Ukrainian car driver is driving his car across the road which is filled with this mine. So he's making sure that while driving, the wheels of his car is going between the mines. And that's like, once again, this is anti-tank mines and the car will explode if it touches the mine. Right now, this is just a simple driving test for Ukrainian drivers. But it's not even the end of the story. Internet exploded with another video how Ukrainian soldiers are just kicking these mines away from the road. And they're just doing this as, you know, like it's a Tuesday. So they're just kicking these mines with their legs to throw it away from the road, and they're even joking during this process. They're kicking these mines like this is a simple trash, without being worried for their life because they know that the road should be cleaned. Yeah, Ukrainian football team training is weird nowadays. Seriously, Russia, do you still to fight with this nation? And that's all memes we wanted to discuss during this short video. Once again, please consider subscribing to this channel, put the comment, put the like and subscribe for our Patreon. That will help us a lot to create best videos just for you. Thank you and stand with Ukraine. I'll be back.